I'm at, I'm living how I want now. No reason look doubt, it's clear to see. All eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy does it. In public, hated to love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary, the start of war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a player, you ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice and super duper fly. Used to keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping, see you at the crossroads.
Money over on my hairstyle. Here lies young, getting paid for. Never take a loss on my hairstyle. Only take a when I did. I be gang 3 times on my hairstyle. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the hairstyle. Too late, he already lived.
It was written in the children's story. Their life's up, so what you want? Every day I struggle with it. Only God could tell me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. Yeah, presidents drop a gem on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money, quiet storm. Have it stars for the cream renegade. For the money, only green is the. I'm a player on the late night tips. So they see the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog, to the skull. Ignorant. Can I live? Still feel me. Kiss to death, ripper taking that. 3 boys in the Cadillac. Grave digger, kiss to death, ripper taking that. Shame on the 3 boys in the Cadillac. Grave digger.
Money over on my hairstyle. Here lies young, getting paid for. Never take a loss on my hairstyle. Only take a when I did. I be gang 3 times on my hairstyle. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the hairstyle. Too late, he already lived. Right now I'm on the edge, so don't push me. Troublesome since 96. You a shook one, Reeves and know the ledge. I'm your. What's that? I smell. Let me count my. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, run. Hi, my name is Dirk Cobain. Like a. Here I go to the next episode. Ain't no damn this explosive Beast Coast. Yeah. The mother ride or die for my. Strictly for my. Survival of the fittest. That's the sound of the police. I'm indeed cover earth, skirt, lean back. Give me one more chance. They say Jesus walks and the devil wear Prada, but I'm so deaf. God can't tell me nothing. Right this on my death certificate. I gave you power. 21 questions like who? They're warning. Watch them flashing like paparazzi. 2 words. Get money. Tonight's the night. Guess who's back on my block? Rather unique. Bucktown. This. On that quiet storm, T-O-N-Y, top of New York, with a pitchfork.
My have an all-white rank. Couldn't hit if it had ain't. Lanes can't call and you lame. You had it and you lost all the shine. I can buy a Billy, don't talk to me. For a show 150, don't talk to me. You ain't never help your mans, don't talk to me. You just follow all the trends, don't talk to me. I set the bar, I'm the bar. Like in the sky, I'm a star. I don't fall in love cause I be loving. They ain't like my shirt, it's a large. I don't care, I crush a ghost. Got 2 cribs in 2 states, I be doing the most. I got white folks money that I won't blow. And if you ask why, cause the white folks don't. Big bank, tight, low bank. Big bank, tight, low bank. Type of money you gon' need a sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low bank. Big bank, tight, low bank.
Everything proper, no propaganda. Tropicana Gold Yard bandana. Big, a lot of like Santa. Threw a birthday party in a phantom. Big like a dinosaur did it. And you know, shining like acrylic. Yeah, I had cornrow. I can see you hang with the door closed. Now I'm looking for a glove with a sparkle on it. And my got chocolate on it. Big bank, take small. Bank account on some tall. Attitude on some. Bank roll on what it do, boo. He had the roulette vibe. And if I ain't did it yet, I'll try.
Big bank, tight, low bank. Big bank, tight, low bank. Type of money you gon' need a sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low bank.
Big bag, tight little bite. She said, what you gonna do if I leave? I said, I'ma do me. B.I.G. Everything zoomed in. Big on me looking like I'm moving in. Got my foot in the door and we still here. I'm a first generation millionaire. I broke the curse of my family not having. I'm passionate like just after more than just cashing. Feed me to the wolves, now I lead the packing. You boys all cap, I'm more Colin Kaepernick. I'm rare as affordable healthcare. Or going to wealth from welfare. I turn my W's to those. I might buy a red bottoms with the crypto. 3 coins, that'll pay your whole semester. But you got it better than a Tesla.
Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Type of money you gon' need to sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank.
Back again, back to back, made back, stacked it. I'm a Slim Shady, the M. Once he black, he'll be back again. Tell him that it's crunch time abdomen. Yes, I caught Mad Chanel and Mad Javin. She did it again, imagine them. About to make these bums mad again. Back to them. I lead the pack, so my back's to them. Yup, the queen's back, what's happening? Rerun, about to make these rap again. Diamond chains on my ankle. Young money in the cut like a tail tip, rubber bands on my bankroll. Show my like a
Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Type of money you gon' need to sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank.
Hey, this that Eastside Johnny Big Redemption like. Know what I'm talking about? Hold up. Whoa, 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 whoa. Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, yeah. Yeah. Get out the way, get out my way, yeah. Yeah. You either with me or against me though. You either with me or win. Win. Yeah. Curve everything else. Win. These I'm saying. Win. Start chasing that. Win. Yeah. Big J Rock go. On 10. Exit at 4. Bring friends. Matt Black 2 dope. Jump in. You might wanna keep scope. I win. Forearm tattoos. That's squad. All of them go. Don't try. I walk in room. They eyes wide. Third album come soon. I'm glad y'all gon' die. I ain't chasing after no. I got bigger plans than staying rich. I been tapped in since I was 6. I tap dance all on them. And your diamonds like tap water. That drip way too foggy. These VVS is way awesome. Park CLS for drop to your death without warning. Get out the way, yeah. Get out the way, get out my way, yeah. You either with me or against me though. You either with me or win. Yeah. Curve everything else. Win. These I'm saying. Win. Start chasing that. Win. Yeah. You clowns really don't stay outside when I play outside. I put the beats on them like Dre outside. I got the bow outside and LA outside. And if you act bad, I bring the outside. Go and get your money. None of my know some funny. I can tell real by who you're running with. I'm all in the field, duck hunt. Hit my just and he was like, boop. Here. Knew just what it was. The whole and gave it back, boop. Yeah. 9/11, no malice, baby. But no violence, baby. My got callous, baby. My bare knuckles got talent, baby. I'm all in the wind with it. On Deuce Line, I've been with it. She too fine, I've been crashed 2 times. I limo tinted my new ride. I'm riding with the 12 better not pull me over. Championship going dumb. Nothing to something I won. Get out the way, yeah. Get out the way, out my way,
woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. Chillin' like a boss with my feet up. Got a bag for him with a visa. Pulling up the know the leader. Getting out while I'm on the. She's a keeper. Them play burritos. Get to the pesos with amigos. I cannot with no zeros. Don't you run out? No, I can't show you no. I am a boss in the cut. Mayday. Bubbles and I'm these models. It's popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style. I'm about to lock down. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. I feel like a boss right now. Talk down the man right now. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Feel like the man right now. Your girl on my line right now. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Shorty all up in my feel. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She love me. I swear my life is amazing. Blowing money, no hesitation. I dimes, no basic. I know these be hating, but that's what made me feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah.
Hop out, valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now. Too up right now. I'm too on one day on my third. I was too broke, now I'm too rich. Made 100K on my third shift. I'm a boy, so boy, no, I'm a gangster. And you a boy, man, we been getting money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really have no punchlines. And all you rappers looking like a lunch line.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Oakland Raiders. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Triple C.
Jameis now on first down. And right away, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. He's going to get it running right. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
OP. 808. 694.
Carr now on third and goal. Steps away to his left. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, where they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They give him a gain of 38.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Okay, got him halfway there. You don't see the sneak all that often from the 2-yard line because you definitely don't want to see your quarterback get clocked.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. It's their quarterback hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point good by Prater, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Raiders. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it third down. They'll set up to throw. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
6-18.
They do go for it. It's Carr. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 more there and another first down.
We just saw what a lot of teams call a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game. That signifies they want to run the football. Yeah, occasionally they'll play action and throw it, but most of the time, those guys on the field means strength, power, run the ball behind them. And now what a lot of teams are doing is they're taking an extra offensive tackle and putting him in a tight end number to give them even more blocking power. And we just saw it on that play.
Detroit!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Nelson. And it's a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The first carry for DeAndre Washington. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now Jameis on second down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. To throw, Winston. Flushed out right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They'll face a 3rd down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they pick up the 1st down there with a gain of 4.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Bryant with a catch right side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider 1st. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Here's Carr. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Looking deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
On 2nd down, Winston again. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Theo Riddick there. And now it's 3rd down. A little too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Winston. Wide open receiver complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of Central Casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Eluding the pressure right. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On first and goal, Washington. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. It's their quarterback with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
J.J. Nelson now to return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Hey, we got three. Three down. Have me. Kill,
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On first and 10, here's Carr. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play. Carr now on first down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll go on the ground. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Hey. 6-18.
Now Carr throwing on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Now some confusion offensively here as Carr's going to signal for a timeout, as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Shotgun now for Carr. Escaping the pressure right. He can run. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Winston now after the fumble recovery. Looking downfield for Jones. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it at second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
A second down throw for Winston. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
A first down carry here for Johnson. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The Lions on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, Winston. He's going to fire one deep left side, and he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. That one goes for 36 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. A first down throw for Winston. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Winston now. His pass caught at the 4. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Green, Triple C. Ready. Blue lady. Green, Triple C. Hey, sub.
Jameis again. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions add on to their lead. And it's up and good. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Buying time to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down, Johnson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, and it's 3rd and 4.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's going to take a shot for the end. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. In for the score. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice play.
A really nice play, making sure his body position was correct. And how about the throw? Zipped it in there.
And it results in the touchdown. Prater for the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Second down, Winston. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's Nick Perry with a pick. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Being chased out left. Big hole to the 30. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
7:34. 7:34. Express. 56. 56. Check 56. Low. 6:37.
Carr now on first down. That is incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
24.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Easy. Follow. 53, check.
First down, Winston. Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And they'll run him here. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 1st down, Carr. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Back now in the East Bay. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And on the ground they go with a running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is going to be incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. And now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
At 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Winston. Dancing to his left. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll get it.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Darius Slay with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week, because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap, to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Let's go now.
Jameis now on first down. The left side completion to Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now first and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves them much closer to the goal line now for third down. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
5-0.
To throw, Winston. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. To throw on 2nd down, Jacobs. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. 56. Mike, 56, right there.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Winston here to throw. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Here's Winston. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Right back to him on first down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.